Hey everyone, John McLeish here, and I'm back with another two-player trading system in Minecraft. I'm going to put skip links to key parts of the video in the description, and I'll also put a link to my previous trade system. If you're looking for something easy to build, you should really check that out. This one here has a cleaner layout and is a wee bit easier for players to use, but at the cost of there being more redstone. So it's pretty simple, and if you've seen my last trade video this will look very familiar, but the idea is that both players enter a room from each side and lock the door behind them. They then take it in turns throwing their items into the trade system while the other player watches, so you can easily see the items you're going to get. When you're ready to make the trade, you stand on the pressure plate, and when both pressure plates are pressed, the trade goes through. You can cancel the trade at any time you want just by pressing this button. If you're not happy with what you're going to get, for example, you get your items back. And I've made it so that you can't have both circuits fire at the same time. So if I press cancel, run across here, you see that these pistons don't go down. And if I run through here and press cancel, you'll see that these pistons don't go down. So that's all there is to it. Let's get onto the redstone. This is all the redstone that's involved, and I know there's a lot here, but because it's identical on both sides, you only need to learn how to build half of it to be able to build all of it. So this is what half of it looks like, but to make things a bit easier to understand, I'm going to show you the accept circuit and the cancel circuit separately and explain how they work. This is everything involved in the accept circuit, and the way it works is that when this pressure plate's powered, it causes this redstone dust to come on, which causes this torch to go off, and when both pressure plates are pressed, this strip of redstone dust will go off, causing this torch to come on, and then that activates this little circuit here, which contains a pulse extender in the form of these two comparators. And while that's active, these two torches and this strip of redstone dust will go off, which causes these pistons to retract. And the way the cancel circuit prevents this one from activating is by keeping this strip of redstone dust powered while it's active. This is everything involved in the cancel circuit, and the way it works is that when this button's pressed, this redstone dust comes on, this torch and this dust go off, this torch and this dust come on, and then this repeater ensures a full strength signal enters into this area, which is a pulse extender because of these two comparators. And while that's running, this torch, and this dust goes off, which causes the three pistons to retract. While the accept circuit is running, it ensures that this piece of redstone always stays on, which means that the cancel circuit can never activate. That's everything there is to know about how it works. Let's get onto the tutorial. To begin, you want to dig a 7 by 9 wide hole that goes 5 blocks deep. You might want to put some glowstone in here just to prevent mobs from spawning. I don't know if this is enough, but it's something to start. In the middle, lengthwise, dig another 5 blocks in a straight line like this, and you should have something looking like this. I'm going to show you how to build half of this trade system, and once we've done that, we'll build the other identical half a bit faster. So let's get some redstone and put it like that, running onto a block, that, 2 bits of dust there, a bit there, and the same on this side. We also want to get a comparator, putting it there, another one there, and again the same on this side. We need some blocks. Still the same on each side. More dust. A couple of torches on each side. And this is where the similarities end. We'll put a redstone repeater there on 1 tick. And we're going to start building some blocks around the outside wall here. So 2 blocks together there, 1 just above, a half slab there, 2 blocks, look up here and another 2 like that, 1 there and 1 there. I'm going to fly now, and if you can't fly, I'd recommend digging these 3 blocks and putting a ladder here. Let's go around the outside again. So 2 redstone dust, a torch, 3 dust, a torch, 3 dust here, and another bit of dust there. And while we're up here, we can put a block with a button on it above that dust. So this is what you should have so far. Now let's cover up some of this, and this one has to be a half slab. We also want a half slab here hooking up to this redstone, and we'll just cover that. We're going to put a block here and another one here, cover that in dust, and a block here to separate these 2, with a torch over here. On this side we're going to put a block here and another one here. We'll put a torch here and a repeater on 1 tick here. Now we'll get a block and put it above that dust with a torch on it, dust on top of that, with a block on top of that, and a pressure plate up here. Now we'll get some pistons, and we'll do 3 here, like that, and the same on this side. So all pistons should be extended at this stage. And we can do a test. If we push this button, these 3 go down, and if we stand on this pressure plate, these 3 should go down. So that is all looking good. That's half of the trade system built. We just do it exactly the same on the other side. I'll do that a bit faster now, and we'll have the redstone done. So redstone on into a block with more redstone on top. Redstone on the corners like that, with a dot there. Get comparators. Like that. Some blocks. Torch. More redstone. And that repeater. Now let's build 2, then 1, half slab, 2 blocks, look up there, followed by another 2, and another 2 like that. Redstone going into a block with a torch on it, not there. Redstone. Torch, redstone, don't forget that piece. Block up here with a button. Block, half slab, dust on top. Block here, dust coming up, separate the dust there, torch here, block, block, take away that one. Repeater on 1 tick. Torch here. We're almost done. Block here. Torch. Dust. Block. Pressure plate. And if we push this button, oh, we need to get the rest of the pistons in. This button should send those down, and both pressure plates at the same time should take those ones down. So that's all looking good. So I'm ready to start filling in the floor around this, but I would like to show you something that you might find quite neat. It's an optional extra. That's if you come down here, you can put a note block here. Now I think it sounds quite nice if you get rid of a block below. Something like that. And do the same on the other side. Now you'll find that when you accept or cancel, you get a little pinging sound as well. So that's an optional extra. When it comes to filling in the floor, if you put a half slab here, and this isn't required, but because there's a torch here, I put a half slab here and above that one there. Same on the other side. Then we get some packed ice and put it in the middle 3 pistons. And we start filling all the flooring in, just like this. Oops, not there. Let's leave the middle for now. So it looks like that. And then right in the middle, put a redstone lamp. Down here, put a half slab. Half slab. Half slab. Half slab. And water. I like to put 4 water blocks down so that when you push the button, the water pushes the items through from both sides. They come through a bit faster. But I have seen items get caught sometimes in the corners. So if you're having a problem, you can put just 2 water blocks on either side. It's up to you whether you have them here or here. But I've not seen the items get stuck for a while, so I'm going to go with 4 blocks. When it comes to laying the glass, if you put a square here with a hole in the middle, followed by a C shape, like that, and then cover the top. Here you want to put a T shape, and then on this side you just want to do the same as before. Square with a hole in the middle, C shape, and then cover the top. It's really up to you how you want to design and style this. You can get a door, put it here, same on the other side. And that's you done. So go to trade something, you can cancel. If you want to accept a trade, you get another player to stand on the other side, and you can accept. If you feel like it's a bit cramped in here, you can also make it just a bit wider. Shift this stuff along one. The button here. still works. And you might even want to push the door back one as well. And you've just got a bit of extra space in here. So again, it's up to you how you want to design and style this. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. I've got some more ideas for Minecraft builds I'd like to share with you, so I hope to see you again in the future. Thanks to all of those who commented on and liked my last video, I really do appreciate that a lot. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.